Buzzer TV presents vintage game shows on Amazon.
Play it cozy, play it cute, play it right, and win the loot on Card Sharks. And here's the host of Card Sharks, Jim Perry.
Thank you. Who wrote that poem? The Unknown Comic? That's terrible. Hello there. Welcome to Card Sharks. Thank you for joining us. We're in the middle of a great match. Let's open the board and get to the cards. Janice and Ann, if you will, start loading in the cards, please. As you can see, we have a game in progress with these Card Sharks. Lois Lambert. Hello, Lois. You know which way to do it.
I know.
And our champion, you have won now $5,100 in cash, which is lovely. Why don't you tell us about yourself again?
Well, I'm a video consultant, which means I set up programs for children in institutions, generally multi-handicapped children. I have a child who's 6 years old, who's the light of my life.
That's nice.
And I live in Venice.
Good. Nice to have all the way from Italy. Came across in the boat. And that's
I
nice.
wish.
Nice to have you here again, Lois. Our challenger, John Yotis. Hi, John.
Hi, Jim.
Good to
How are
see
you? Good to see you again.
And again, would you remind us about yourself?
Well, as I said, I'm 80 years old, and on the 25th of April, we were married 58 years, and at that time, I gave my wife a beautiful set of diamond earrings.
Isn't
And
it?
I have 6 grandchildren.
That's great.
Yeah.
Now, they told me that we talked about you have great enthusiasm, you enjoy life, obviously, but there's one thing that bothers you. What is it?
Yes, it does bother me. I have a grandson who's 27, and a couple of granddaughters, and they're in their 20s, and you know something? It's just like everything got today. They don't get married, by God, and I'm looking for some great-grandchildren.
Oh. What, Lois?
I got one.
You got one?
Yeah.
You're gonna
I
get...
need a grandfather.
Okay, I'll go along.
See how nice we get people. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bride and Groom. It's so nice to have you here. Let's get into the match now. Good luck to each of you. Each player has their own deck of 52 playing cards, shuffled and cut before we go in the air. The upper cards, the red cards, will be played by Lois, the champion. The lower cards, the blue card, will be played by the challenger, John. As you can see, we have a game in progress. Lois needs 2 cards to win. John has yet to turn over a card, and that's the object of the game, to work your way across the board, predicting whether each card is higher or lower than the one that precedes it. Before you can begin calling high-low on the cards, you must win a high-low toss-up question. They're all based on a poll of 100 people. As we left off, John, the question goes to you. We asked 100 married women. Right now, do you know any men you would like to have an affair with? How many women said yes?
Well, that's quite a difficult question, is how many men. I would say no more than 20.
20.
20, about 20.
John says that 20 out of 100 say, yeah, they know a man they'd like to have an affair with. Higher or lower, Lois?
Well, you're just talking about whether you'd like to. You're not talking about actually doing it. So I'm going to say a little higher.
You say higher.
A little higher.
Big non-committal there, Lois, right? If it is higher, you'll go to the board first. If not, it'll be John. The actual number of married women who knew a man they would like to have an affair with is 26. A little higher, Lois.
Okay.
Lois, as we left off, you have a 7 as your base card here, but you won the toss-up. You have the right to change it.
Change it. Change
Here's the
that
next card off the top of your deck. It is a queen. Good change.
I love it. Lower.
Lower than a
Lower.
queen. It is a 9.
I'm going to freeze.
And you'll freeze it again. We move that freeze bar over. Can't take those cards away from you. You didn't make a mistake, so John doesn't get a chance to play his cards. Lois, we asked 100 pediatricians across the country. Have you ever spanked your own children? No. How many baby doctors said that they had?
I think there are a lot of people still spanking their children. I think it's pretty common. I'm going to say 52.
52. Do you spank your children, Lois?
No.
No. but it's common.
It is.
John, higher or lower than 52?
Well, when you figure that he's a pediatrician, he certainly should know something about children. I would say a little bit lower than that.
You say lower than
Just
that?
a little lower.
Does that mean you don't approve of spanking, John?
Well, yes, if necessary, yes.
Of course. The actual number of pediatricians who have spanked their own children is 97. Not lower, Lois. Wow. What are you going to do with the 9?
Oh, goodbye, 9.
Here's the next card. It is a 4, and again a good change. Lois,
Let's play it. The next one's higher.
if this is higher than a 4,
Yes, it
you've won
is.
the first
It's
game in our best 2
higher.
out of 3 match
Come
for the
on,
win.
higher.
Yes, it's a king, and it's higher. Game number 1, $100 to Lois. John better make a comeback. Can he do it? We'll find out right after this. Don't go away. Game number 1 to the champions. So, John, you need 2 in a row if you want to get a chance at those money cards. Let's deal out the cards. Same 2 decks of cards. In the next game, we'll start with a question to you, John. We asked 100 women, have you had a check bounce in the past month? How many women admitted they had?
A check balanced in the past month.
Check bounce.
Check bounce,
Bounce,
in the past
yes.
month. Well,
As in, it didn't go through.
it may be possible that mistakes are made, so I would say about 35.
35.
Yes.
Lois, higher or lower?
I don't think it's that bad. I don't think 35 out of 100 would do it. So I'm saying lower.
Lower. You had a check bounce, Lois? No, you keep good books, huh?
I keep good books.
The actual number of women who have had bounced a check in the past month is 9. Very much lower. Lois, wow.
Okay.
Your base card is an ace. Good
I
card.
love you. Lower.
Lower than an ace. It's a 2. Very much lower.
Higher.
Higher than a 2. A king. Boy.
Lower.
Risking them all. Lower. A 9. And now you'll freeze. Didn't take very long to make that decision. Not going to risk them all on 1 card. Lois, we asked 100 men. Have you had a check bounce in the past month? How many men admitted they had?
I think that's really low. I think men are much more fastidious about things like that. I'm going to say 8.
8.
I'm going to
It
say
was
8.
9 women. You say 8 with men. John, higher or
Well,
lower?
in this particular case, I think I'm right. I would say it has to be just a little bit higher than that.
Higher than that.
Just a little.
Think the women keep better books, huh? The actual number of men who have had a check bounce in the past month is 5. No, it's not higher. It's lower than that even.
Change that card.
Changing the base card to a jack.
Okay, let's play it. The next one's lower.
If this is lower, you
Lower,
have won the
it's gotta be
championship and you'll
lower.
play the money cards for the win. Yes, it's a 6. Lois, congratulations. John, thank you for joining us. You're a delightful gentleman. I wish you many, many more years of happiness.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you for being here. Lois, come on down. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm overwhelmed.
That's nice. We'll get to the money cards right after we take time out for this commercial message. Lois Lambert, our champion, with $5,300. Nice going.
Thank you. I feel great.
Ready to do it again?
I sure am.
Let's open the board and get to the money cards. Come on, Lois. You did well the last time. Let's do it again. And again, the $200 you won in the game, yours to keep. Now, new cards and new money to play with. This time, you're going to bet that money. Starting on the bottom line with $200. Bet that as you will with these 3 cards. When you move to the second level, we add another $200 of betting money. And again, 3 more cards. $50 minimum bets until you get to the top card, the big bet. There you must bet at least half the money. Good luck. You did well before. Let's do it again.
Thank you.
Here's $200. And as in the game, a choice of 2 base cards, starting with a 10. You want to play that or change it?
I'm going to change it.
All right, you must play this one, so I hope it's a good change. Yeah, it is, a queen. All right.
It's a good card.
$200 and a queen, Lois.
Okay, I did really good on the last queen. So I'm going all the way that it's lower.
Whole thing, right off the bat.
I'm doing it. The
$200.
queen is a good card. It's got to be lower.
Lower than a queen?
Lower.
Oh, no, it's an ace. But you've only busted on that level.
Okay.
Someone out there said that's
And
all
that's a
right.
beautiful
It
ace.
is, because the ace comes up here and we give you back $200.
And I can't bust on an ace. I mean...
Well, you could if it's
I'm
another
not
ace.
busting on the ace.
That's the way to feel.
Okay.
Positive.
200 that it's lower.
Lower
Yes.
than an ace.
It's got to be lower. Do it.
It is. It's a 7. $400.
All right, I got 400. A 7 isn't very good, so I'm only going to go. I'm going to go 100 higher.
$100.
Even though it's
Higher than a
higher.
7? Yes, it's a 10. $500, Lois.
Okay, 200 lower. $200 lower. Come
Lower
on,
than a
card.
10.
Lower.
Yeah, it's a 6. Ooh. Cards have been kind of rough, but you got a lot of mileage out of them. We moved the 6 up here.
Lousy, no
Lois,
good
you must
card.
bet at least $350.
Okay.
You have $700. What's your big bet on that 6?
Okay. I'm going to take the half of it, and I'm going to bet it higher.
Higher.
Come on, do it for me.
$350
Higher.
higher. Yeah, it's a 10. That gets you over the 4-figure mark. Congratulations, you played those cards well with some bad cards. Come on down. Nicely done. Your winnings now, $6,350.
Not bad. Not
The
bad.
tortoise keeps on moving, huh?
Slowly but surely.
We'll be right back with a new challenger right after this commercial message. I thank you, Gene. Now, Lois, you see, I gave you all that good advice. I gave you the wrong advice. Of course, it's ace, king, queen, so it's 2, 3, 4. It's not a 5. A queen is the equivalent of a 4.
I like 4s better than 5s.
See, that's a
But
better
it's not as
card.
good as a
right?
2.
That's how Chester Feldman got to be an executive producer. He knows those things. Okay, let's load up the cards now for the next match. 2 brand new decks. We'll meet our next challenger on Card Sharks. Angelo Aguiar, right? Good to have you here, Angelo. You two have met.
Yes, yes.
Won't you tell us about yourself?
Well, I'm from New York, and I'm a school teacher at a private business college, and I love to play tennis, and I'm a tourist, and I'm a bachelor.
Good. Ooh, 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 ooh.
But he's closer to me.
No, but he's closer to you. That's it. Forget it out there. I'm sorry. We've already made our match here. Nice to have you here with us, Angelo. Good luck. Nice to have you here. You'll play the lower cards, the blue cards, while Lois plays the upper cards, the red cards. And we start with a question to you, Lois. We polled 100 married women and asked them, if your husband heard you speaking under the influence of a truth drug, would he hear anything that would make him jealous? How many women said their husband would hear something that would make him jealous?
I think a whole lot of them would. I mean, you'd say things you just thought about and never planned to act out. So I think it's pretty high. I'd say 75.
75 out of 100 say, yeah, he'd hear something that would make him jealous, Angelo.
I think they might hear something they didn't want to hear, you know? But I have to say it's going to be a lot higher.
Higher.
A lot higher.
The actual number of married women who, if they told the absolute truth, would say something to make their husband jealous is 51, not higher. Lower, Lois.
Hey,
And Lois, your base card is a 3.
I like
Good
it.
card.
Let's keep it and let's go up.
Higher than a 3. A
Good
jack.
card. Not bad. Try again and go lower.
Lower than a
Come
jack.
on.
Oh no, it's a king, not lower, and you lose both of those cards back to the base card and give Angelo a free chance to play a 3.
Yes, all right. Got to go uptown. Yes, going higher.
Uptown, higher than a 3. It's
Yeah.
a queen.
Let's go back down. All right.
Down, below a queen. Yes,
Yeah.
it's an 8.
Going to freeze.
On a
Get me those
freeze
goals.
right
I'm gonna
there.
freeze.
Move that freeze bar over. Can't take those cards away from you. Angelo, as Janice fills in the spaces, our man on the street went to a nudist colony and asked 100 men. Now, be honest, when you meet an attractive nude woman, is the first thing you look at her face? How many nudist men said the first thing they look at in a nude woman is her face?
I don't know. I know what I would look at. I'm afraid I would say only about 10 would look at the face.
10 would look at the face. Nudist men looking at a nudist woman.
That's a really good guess because I don't think a lot of them would be looking at the face. However, I'm going to go just a little higher.
You say higher.
A little higher.
The actual number of nudist men who said the first thing they look at when they meet a nude woman is her face is 40. It's higher, Lois.
Okay, I'll play that 3
I
again.
guess they take those things for granted.
I'm playing the 3 and going higher.
Higher than a 3.
Yes.
Oh, no, it's a 2. It's not higher. Angelo, you have to play off the 8 and call this.
I'm going to go a little higher. Just a little
Higher
higher.
than
Got to
an
be
8.
there.
It's another 8. It's not higher. Neither player could advance. And we go with a question to you, Lois.
Okay.
We asked 100 expectant fathers, are you hoping for a boy? How many expectant fathers said yes?
I think there's still a lot of dads around who want boys. I'm going to say 70.
70 said, yeah, they want a boy.
I would have to say, well, that actually depends on how many children they have already, too, you know. I would say lower.
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 The actual number of expectant fathers who hope it's a boy is 70. Right on the button, Lois. Wow.
Okay, it can't happen again. It just can't. It's got to be higher.
Positive thinking. Higher than a 3?
Do it.
It is
Yeah.
higher. Queen.
That's close here. The next one's lower.
Lower than a queen. It's a king. It's not lower. And the cards are beginning to backfire for the champion, Angelo.
I'm going to try it again. I got to go higher.
You got an 8. Higher than an 8? No, it's a 4. It's not higher. You could not advance. That 8 is hurting you there. And we go to the fourth and final question, sudden death. Someone has to win on this play of the cards. Angelo, we asked 100 people. Have you ever told someone the check is in the mail when it really wasn't? How many people said yes?
I think a lot of people lie about that, most definitely. But repeat that one more time,
Yes,
please.
indeed. 100 people. Have you ever told someone the check is in the mail when it really wasn't? How many said yes?
Actually, I would say 60 people
60.
said that was...
Lois, higher or lower?
I'm gonna go a little lower and hope that there are more honest people around.
Lower. The actual number of people who said the check was in the mail when it really wasn't is 29. Much lower. Lois. Now, Lois, we have an interesting board here for sudden death. Listen carefully. You have the 3. You're entitled to change it if you'd like. You'd have to turn over all 4 cards to win. If you made one mistake, Angelo wins. Angelo, however, has an 8. He can't change it. You can make him play off and try to turn these 2 cards over. If he makes a mistake, the game is yours. Your decision. Play or
Okay.
pass.
I have to pass it. I mean, I have to pass it.
Don't want to do
him.
it with 4 cards.
Oh,
Angelo,
no.
that 8 has failed you twice. If it
Failed
fails
me
you now,
twice.
she wins the first
She
game.
wins the first one. I said higher before twice, and it didn't come out. I have to stick with going up time. Got to be higher this time. It's got to be higher.
than an 8.
It's got to be.
This
yes!
time it's higher. It's the
Beautiful.
king.
Yes. Lower.
If this is lower, you've got the
Yes.
first game of the match. And it is number 6. Game number 1. You were in a
That
tough
was
spot there with
terrible.
those 4 cards, Lois. And finally, you got that 8 to work for you.
Got it out of the way. Crazy
1-0.
ace.
Favor the challenger. We'll be right back right after this. Game number 1 to the champion, Angelo, or the challenger, excuse me, Angelo, $100. Lois, you need this one as we fill in the spaces with the same 2 decks of cards. Next card's off the top. Game number 2, and Lois and Angelo. And the first question goes to Lois. We polled 100 unmarried women across the United States and asked them, has a man ever told you he loved you the same evening he met you? How many women said yes?
Same. That's a really difficult question.
That's why
it's
we asked you,
happened to
Lois.
me, but I don't know if it's happened to. I think it's a rather low. But I'd say I'll go for 20.
20. That happened to you. That's very flattering, Lois. Angelo, what do you think?
I
Higher
don't
or
know.
lower
I
than
tell all
20?
the women I meet I love them. I think, we have tendency to say that, so it's got to be just a little bit higher.
Higher. The actual number of women who have had a man tell them he loves them the same evening they met is 44. It's higher, Angelo.
All right.
Angelo, your base card in
Okay.
this game, a 4.
All right, that's a good one. That's my lucky number 2. I'm going to go higher. I'm going to go
Higher
higher.
than a 4. It's a
All
9.
right. That's tough, but it's getting cold in here, so I'll freeze. Yeah.
Getting cold, so you're going to freeze. And the next question to you, Angelo. We asked 100 people, would you vote for Ted Kennedy for president? How many said they would?
Oh, I think out of sentiment and just because of the Kennedy, I don't know. I would say 60% of the people that you asked with. 60 people.
60 out of 100 would vote for Ted Kennedy, Lois.
I don't think so. I think it's lower.
Lower. The actual number of people who would vote for Ted Kennedy is 58. Lower. Lois.
Very close there. Okay,
Lois,
let me see that
your
card.
base card. On 6.
Let's get it out of there.
And
Change
you'll
that
change
card.
it to a
That's
jack.
better. Lower.
Lower than a jack.
Yeah, lower.
Oh, no, it's an ace. It's not lower. Angelo, play off the 9 and call this.
Next card is going to be lower.
Lower
Not
than a 9. It is
Yes.
a 5.
Okay, next card, gotta go. It's going to be higher.
Higher than a 5.
Higher.
No, it's a 3. It's not higher. It's lower. We'll fill in the spaces, and, boy, we got plenty of time to fill in the spaces because we're all going to come back with you next time. It'll take about 24 hours to change those spaces. Angelo and Lois will invite you back, and I do hope you'll come back and join us once again on Card Sharks. Bye-bye.
One of our polling groups will receive Whirlpool's microwave oven with solid-state variable power control, digital timer, and temperature probe, furnished by Whirlpool Corporation. And some of our contestants will receive Mary Kay Cosmetics, the everything you can be with skincare and glamour cosmetics presented to you in your home by trained beauty consultants. Mary Kay Cosmetics, Dallas, Texas, and Cool Ray, fashionable sunglasses that win admiring stares while protecting from annoying glare. 86 eye-catching styles. See what you're missing with Cool Ray polarized sunglasses. And from Gallery of Homes, a book on home improvements. Gallery of Homes Brokers. If you're selling or buying a home, you'll find they do their homework. And Quoizel Lighting. Your choice of one of these brass finished table lamps with bronze highlighting complements traditional and contemporary settings. This is Gene Woods speaking for Card Sharks, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.